Life can change in an instant. For many wheelchair users, the struggle to push forward is a daily challenge.
After years of development and countless prototypes, we created Rib Grips, the revolutionary wheelchair hand rim covers with built-in ribs for ultimate grip and comfort.
No more slick surfaces, no more heat burns, just pure, reliable grip. Rib Grips, empowering you to push forward with ease. Rib Grips, get a grip on your freedom. Discover the difference. Visit ribgrips.com and use promo code GRIP today. You just found the perfect product that helps with staying cool during hot summer runs. No more gross warm water. Stay cool with this product from Gear Handle. This hydration tube cover helps keep your water cool and easily accessible. Stay hydrated during those long summer runs or even delay from freezing in the winter. Plus, they're compatible with various brands of water bladders and come in various colors. Visit gearhandle.com and use promo code H2O today.
Hey guys, what's going on? It's me, Andrew G. Before I get started with this really exciting episode, I wanted to use this opportunity to give a really big shout out to one particular woman. If it wasn't for her, I wasn't going to be able to make it today. As you guys all know, I have been on a broken foot for a couple of weeks now. We just had a really bad winter storm as of the recording of this podcast, and I kind of put a little SOS out on social media, and she came and saved the day. So I really just, before the episode starts and anything starts, I really want to give a big shout out to Miss Juliana Resendez with JR Renovations. She came out there with her DIY flamethrower, and I live in an upstairs apartment, and she melted all the ice on the whole entire stairway. Her and her kids did a really, really great job. So if it wasn't for that, I probably wasn't gonna make it to this recording. And Juliana, you honestly saved the day. So I just, before anything started, I really wanted to use this opportunity to thank her so much. So Juliana, JR Renovations, Miss Resendez, you're the best. Thank you so much for all your help today. I really appreciate it. Now we'll get with the show.
Hey everyone, you're listening to The Public Affair with me, Andrew G. I see someone different every episode, but do me a favor, keep it between us.
Hey guys, what's going on? It's me, Andrew G, and welcome to another exciting episode of The Public Affair. Before we get started, I definitely want to thank you guys so much again for all your love and support. Everybody who likes, shares, and subscribes to The Public Affair, you guys are the best. Everybody who talks about this show. We're a little over a year and a half into the podcast, and I'm really, really grateful for the really great reception it's been receiving. So thank you guys again so much. And of course, thank you to Rogue Media Network with Allison and Mike for always making all my episodes look super good and sound amazing. Thank you guys again so much. Before we get started, I definitely want to give a shout out to a few of our sponsors of this episode of The Public Affair. This episode is brought to you by Joe Olvero at Four Brothers Construction. He provides custom home designs and renovations. He also focuses on roofing, remodeling, plumbing, tree removal, electrical work, and so much more. Joe and his entire team of snacks are making your home look exactly the way you want it. Super snackish. They're all hot. All of them are gorgeous. Make sure you guys call the number on the screen to Four Brothers Construction. Joe Olvera, thank you so much for being a longtime sponsor of The Public Affair. I truly appreciate you, bro. Of course, the B&J Refinishing with my boy Frank Biza. He focuses on resurfacing bathtubs, counters, sinks, tiles, and more to original showroom quality. Offers 5-year warranty on most work and has the best prices in town. We also know that Frank doesn't stop there because he's like really the definition of a hustler. He also has inflatables like a mechanical bull, margarita machine, tables, chairs, a foam machine, and so much more, making all your parties super lit. Frank basically does absolutely anything you ask him to do. And he's been such an avid sponsor and a really, really long time friend. So to Frank Biza, thank you so much for sponsoring this episode of The Public Affair. Of course, to my boy David Santabanez, the #1 sales agent in his office. He'll help you buy a home or sell your home. Make sure you follow him on Facebook at David with Alinea or call the number on the screen, darling, for all your real estate needs. My boy David is definitely the go. I loved looking for a home with him. He made it super easy, and I'm looking forward to doing it again. Hopefully this year. We'll see, God willing. David, thank you so much for being a sponsor of this episode of The Public Affair and past episodes as well. Of course, to my girl Anika Armstrong with Pee-wee's Crab Cakes on the go in Hewitt, Texas, which I am absolutely craving tonight. She's serving the most authentic Cajun cuisine with a wide selection of signature crab cakes, pastas, seafood, and more. The top recommended is the Southern Fried Catfish Special, served with seafood pasta and potato salad and 6 fried shrimp. The fish is topped with who dat sauce, and I'm not going to tell you what it is because you got to head over to 108 Jim Drive in Hewitt or order online at peeweescrabcakesonthego.com. They also do delivery too, which I'm so down for. Anika, thank you so much for sponsoring this episode of The Public Affair. And of course, to the queen, Miss Rosalinda Perez with Rosalinda's Insurance Agency. You can contact her for all insurance needs, including auto, life, home, literally everything. She also helps with notary services, which we all need once or twice in our life, and much more. Habla español también. Muchas gracias a Rosalinda's Insurance Agency, Miss Rosalinda Perez. Thank you so much for sponsoring this episode of The Public Affair and for coming on to that one episode that you did not too long ago. Powerful episode out now. Make sure you guys check it out. Thank you, Rosalinda. Thank you so much for sponsoring this episode of The Public Affair. Truly appreciate you, girl. And of course, the Legacy Impression event planning and more with Brianna Smith. Brianna is partnering with local entrepreneurs like Balloons by Kevin, 3-Strand Cord Wedding, Sweet Dreams, Waco Glam Office, Sister Sweet Treats, Griffin Film Productions, OT's Catering Service, DJ Precise, Terrence Backham, and more. She's a hell of an event planner and ready to coordinate your next event. Make sure you follow on Facebook at Legacy Impressions to see for yourself or call the number on the screen to reach out for more information. You can also email her at legacyimpressions2019@gmail.com. Brianna, thank you so much for sponsoring this episode of The Public Affair with Legacy Impressions event planning and more. Congratulations to you, girl, for all the successes. All right, guys. So like I said, I'm really excited about this episode. I don't know why I didn't invite this next guest on before. It's been over a year and a half. This guy is vibrant. I needed this episode because I needed somebody that like related with me, you know, and you'll see why here in just a second, because you think I'm extra, they don't got shit on me. I would love to welcome not only my longtime friend, but the juggernaut behind LCI Waco Events, Mr. Xavier Guerrero, to The Public Affair. How you doing?
Hi. You know, I just changed the channel like 10 times through all that.
What do you mean? Are you dissing me?
No, I'm just playing. I felt like I was driving somewhere. So like, where's the music?
Bro, don't get slapped, please. My sponsors are amazing. I love them. We got the husband said he didn't want to be in camera, but Javier is here as well, spectating. Hey, Javier.
Giving me those evil eyes and stuff.
No, I love you guys. I'm so happy that you guys came. You know, we've been friends for a long time. I've known Xavier longer, and then I got to meet, what was it, like 3-4 years ago. And so I've always really, really appreciated you guys. I always loved y'all's relationship, you know, and I feel like me and Xavier really relate to each other in a lot because we're both openly gay men. Yes. I don't think we're extra with it. You know, I mean, we're all right.
It's what it is.
It is what it is.
Yeah, it's what it is.
We be doing us over here, you know what I mean? We're not with the shits, you know? And so it is what it is. Anyway, how do you feel about being here? Thank you so much for coming.
Oh, I'm excited. I mean, like, I remember when you first started this. I still got your poster.
Oh yeah,
yes,
you bought
I still
one.
have that. I bought it when you first made them, and I have it put up somewhere, so I don't remember, but it's somewhere in there. But it's put up.
Hello, it should be in the fucking living room.
But it's been forever. I remember when you first started. I'm like, he's never invited me.
No, you know what? I was going over. No, you know what? I was going over because sometimes I'll sit at home and be like, okay, who can I invite now? Who can I invite now? And then I was on social media, and you post on social media a lot, like all the events and stuff that you do, and I was like, I have not had Xavier on The Public Affair. And I was like, I gotta invite him. That would be so lit. And, you know, I wanted to. I kind of wanted this episode for me because I wanted somebody to understand where I'm coming from. You know what I mean? Like just being a homo. You know what I mean? Like I have all these hot dudes on the show.
Oh my goodness!
You know, they're all married and shit like that.
But hey, those are the main ones, the married ones. You know, those are the ones
I say it all the time on every episode. I'm not saying anybody on the show. I'm just saying.
Trust me, I know.
I
know a few.
You know, we're gonna talk a little bit about that because we're not gonna name drop. No names. I ain't trying to get jumped. I always
I got my husband right here.
Okay,
so
you got the husband. I'm still single. Yo soy soltero. So I can.
I'll hand you the little book with the names.
Okay. My side pieces love me because I keep it between us. That's the slogan of the show. You know, that's where I got that from. All you got to
do is jump on Facebook at 3-4 in the morning.
Baby. Okay. As soon as you get the hey. Although, you know what? We're not going to say his name, but we were just talking about this one guy who anyway. So, hey, before we get into all the gay shit, okay, all the queenly shit, can you introduce yourself to us? For anybody who may not know who you are, introduce you, tell us a little bit about you and stuff like that, please.
Okay, well, I'm Xavier. Hey. I'm a decorator here in Waco. I've been decorating for over 10 years.
You don't look at me. You don't have to look at the
10 years. Okay.
Unless you just want to look at the camera if you want to.
I've been doing it for over 10 years already. I've done construction. I've done restaurant work. And then I just decided, you know what? I want to do something that I like doing. Okay. And so I just decided to do decorating. We started small, like with baby showers and stuff like that. And then it just started growing and growing.
Yeah, your company has juggernauted.
And we started off with FNX Designs, which we're still FNX. We just changed the name this past year to LCI Waco Events. But yeah, we do weddings, quinceañeras, birthday parties.
Yeah.
From small stuff to big stuff. So.
Yeah, you throw some big events too. Like your
Correct.
shit, he don't play. So when I was on the radio, and we actually did we were a part of your grand opening for FNX Designs.
Correct. When you got on the bull, I remember.
Tell them that I can ride that shit.
Yes, he can ride a bull, guys.
Don't judge
for
my
all
skills.
you straight guys, he can ride a bull.
Okay, I be on there doing my thing.
He can ride, okay?
Don't fucks with me, all right?
He might fall off a couple times, but he can get back on.
I'm getting right back on. It was a successful event, and it was really great. And you know what's cute? I had asked you to be. I had a Christmas program. I think it was a year later, and we needed somebody to do our backdrop. We needed somebody to do the Santa Claus. You guys, Xavier came with a truck full of nothing but fine Mexicans. Okay, I don't know where you pulled them out of. Okay.
Somewhere. Facebook.
Who needs work type shit? I mean, they set that backdrop up. It was not 5 minutes. I mean, it looked gorgeous.
And it was last minute. I remember you calling me like, this isn't going to work.
No, well, okay, because you know what? I'm not naming no names, but whoever was in charge of the location, they know who they were, dropped the ball. Okay, and so they didn't get us the location that we had in mind. So we ended up at some other place that was not ideal for a Christmas event at all. But all of my people that I reached out to, shout out to Little Angels Waco as well, Xavier, came through last minute, set that shit up. Let me know when you're done. You did too, but you and we had talked about it for like 6 months prior. Because I remember one of my tasks was to get the backdrop, the Santa Claus, all that. He got me a fucking Mexican guy, 110 pounds at best, and he was Santa Claus. And he was the perfect Santa Claus. I even got to sit on his lab. Yeah, he was fine. How's he doing?
He's a white-sican.
He's a white-sican.
Yeah, Diego.
The voice in the background is Xavier, guys. He didn't want to be on camera. Xavier, say hi. Damn. You don't want to? Okay. Xavier's fine too. All
These margaritas from Nymphas are
He got us the margaritas
good.
from Nymphas. Shout out Nymphas. Okay.
Shout out to Nymphas for their expensive-ass margaritas.
Hey, they're doing the job.
But they're doing the job.
They're cute little bottles, right?
Yeah, they look like IVs or something you get at the hospital to pee in. You know those little cups you get at the pee in? Yeah, that's what they look like.
I know, it was just there.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
You know what? I wouldn't talk. Don't hate. This was a long time ago. I didn't even know you at the time. Okay.
This was before you. So he starts talking mess.
This was before. Because this is a funny fucking story, and I couldn't wait to tell it on the public affair. I met Xavier one time. Oh God, we met. I think it was on Facebook, right, or something. I can't remember how.
Yes. Well, we met on Facebook. Okay. I think, and then from Facebook. I think we met on Grindr.
Okay, it was Grindr. Back in the day. And so we had Grindr. But, okay, you know what happened?
We were just talking shit on Grindr.
We were just talking shit. We never hooked up nothing like that. And so
we're like, hey, dude, I see you on Facebook.
No, because we went to George's. We had drinks, and then so we ended up going to fucking the saloon. What's it called? It was a bar over here, okay?
It's the one downtown. Didn't we go to? I don't remember.
Okay, so this one guy slid in both our DMs on Grindr, so we were like, we're gonna fuck with him. Yeah, so we were like, meet us at Oakley. We went to fucking Oakley's. Remember the guy walked in, saw us both together, and fucking ziplined it out. He pieced out. And then so I went out there because I was just gonna talk to him and like say, hey, I'm sorry, we were just fucking around.
My goodness.
No, you told everybody at fucking Oakley's that I went to the parking lot and gave that guy fucking head, and no, I didn't.
Oh my goodness.
I did not. I went out there to apologize. We chopped it up for a little bit. We did not do anything extra. Okay?
I remember that. You
remember that
you
shit?
Left and I'm like, she's like, did he leave? I'm like, I think he went to go give some head in the parking lot. Girl.
I walked into fucking Oakley's and everybody's like, so how was it? And I was like, how was what?
Everybody was staring at him.
Because you told everybody. Because
I was drunk. I
wasn't even mad at you. That shit was funny as fuck. I'm not gonna, that's like one of the, I feel like that like really solidified our friendship because like he's extra. I'm fucked with this. This is cool as hell. You know what? Can we talk a little bit about your life growing up? How was it for you? I mean, like I said, we're both gay. We're roughly around the same age. I was fortunate. I didn't have like a hard experience.
Oh my goodness! I grew up Jehovah Witness. Okay. Oh my goodness! I'm still Jehovah Witness. For everybody, But I grew up with people telling me, that you're going to hell. It's just the typical, Christian Jehovah Witness stuff.
Right.
But I never thought of anything about it because I don't know. It just in my personal. I mean, this is the way I was born, the way I grew up, and I've always been me. So I've never. I had a good life. I mean, my parents never rejected me for it.
Okay, that's good.
aunts, uncles, grandparents, sisters, brothers. I mean, cousins. Everybody loves me.
Yeah.
Never was. I was lucky because I was never rejected for being who I was.
Really, I'm really happy to hear that too. I never got to ask you about that. I know we might have spoke briefly about it. But you're from here originally, is that correct? Or you were
Houston, Texas.
Oh, you're from Houston. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. Okay. No, I was not born in Waco.
He is like your little publicist in the background.
He's just watching, right? He's writing all this.
So cute.
He's writing all this stuff down so when we get home.
Like giving me the eyes, like what you think.
Grinder.
Oh, Grinder. All right, we gonna talk about that.
I think every gay man
person has.
Do you remember before Grinder though? Before Grinder, there was like gay.com and then all those chat sites. You would call the 1-800 number. Yeah.
I never did all that. Now
I've been a hoe for like since I can remember.
Watch episode 69. I had a whole Grinder weekend.
Really?
I was pulling up to this just trades house in North Waco. Okay, I'm not gonna say where it was. I'm not gonna name who it was. But I was pulling up on the fucking street, and 3 of my friends live on that fucking street. Like straight guy soccer friends live on that street. And I was like, oh shit, it's one of my friends. And it wasn't. It was not.
Oh my god,
it was not.
So funny.
But I was like low key in my I was in my mind like, okay,
like, I hope it's him.
Low key, but no, I was like, we're gonna have to have a conversation about this. You know what I mean? Because I'm really cool. Like with my homies, I have a lot of like straight homies, and we don't do shit like that. Now I'm very notorious for turning out the trades, for sure. Okay, but like with my friends, I don't cross that line with them. You know what I mean? Like that's why they fucked with me.
Yeah.
Because we know. And so with them, I was like,
stay friends.
I want to stay friends with them. They're very loyal to me. This one guy was gonna beat me up, and my fucking straight friends were all ready to attack him when he came to get me. Yeah, it was so great. Yeah, they were just like, where the fuck is he?
Why was he going to beat you up?
Oh, I don't know, something. So my next charity event is going to be this Christmas when Mary Jane asked me to be a part of whatever she's doing, to help families for Christmas. Bum Niggas with No Purpose is not a part of that charity organization. So we're going to go ahead and move on.
Oh my goodness. Yes. Okay. We need some money. Money.
Okay. And before we move on, I definitely want to talk more about the hardships. I want to talk about you being gay and stuff like that. We're going to take a little bit of break, okay? Because it's going to get juicy, I promise, all right? I want to talk more about your successes with LCI Waco Events, okay? And when we get back, we're going to get more into being gay. I want to have this gay conversation so bad. Okay. I haven't had it, okay? So you guys don't go anywhere. We're going to take a quick break. When we get back, there's going to be more with Mr. Guerrero on The Public Affair. Hey guys, I hope you're enjoying this episode of The Public Affair. Before we continue with this really exciting episode, I definitely want to use this opportunity to give a shout out to a few more of our sponsors of this show. This episode is brought to you by my boy Sid Rodriguez with Elite Barbershop located on Hewitt Drive. You can download the app or call the number on the screen to book. He also has some delicious snacks over there making you look snackish as well, like Mr. Marcus Guerrero, who will massage your face, Chris Reyes, Santos Cordova, David Rodriguez, and Isaac Chavez over there making you look super snackish. I love going to that barbershop and knowing that all of them could put hands on my head. It's my dream. I love it. To Elite Barbershop with my boy Sid Rodriguez. Thank you so much for sponsoring this episode of The Public Affair and being a longtime sponsor too. I truly appreciate you, bro. Of course, to Julian and Ana Banda with Banda's Hauling Service. They rent dump trailers. You fill it up and they haul it away. You might need that. They also do junk removal and tree brush removal and haul cars in and out of town. I always say, I feel like it's one of those services that you don't think you need until you actually need it, and you need it more often than not. So make sure you guys book now with the number on the screen. They are taking off with that business, and I'm so proud of Julian and Ana Banda. Thank you guys so much for sponsoring this episode of The Public Affair. Of course, the Brothers Concrete Construction with my boy Jesus Gonzalez. He specializes in concrete work like slabs, driveways, pool decks, patios, sidewalks, and more. I got to see his work firsthand. If you need you a fucking pool built, go hit Brothers Concrete Construction with my boy Jesus Gonzalez. He's got you set. Absolutely beautiful. You can call the number on the screen for a free estimate as well. To my boy Jesus Gonzalez, thank you so much for sponsoring this episode of The Public Affair. And of course, to one of my obsessions, J Pedal and Poke with Junior Fuentes, Thomas Roberts, and the entire family. They provide delicious savory Japanese crepes and poke bowls. They also have handcrafted Thai rolled ice cream for dessert. You choose from the menu or you can create your own. I like to create my own because I like to be in control, darling, even on the bottom. Check out their locations on University Park Drive and Hewitt Drive, or place your order online at jpedaltx.com. Junior Fuentes, thank you so much for sponsoring this episode of The Public Affair with J Pedal and Poke. I truly appreciate you, bro. You are the GOAT. All right, guys, we're going to get back to this really, really exciting episode with my dear friend Xavier Guerrero. Thank you guys so much for tuning into this episode. Let's get back to it. Hey guys, welcome back to this episode of The Public Affair. Before we left, we were just getting ready to tell our gay slut stories and stuff like that. We're drinking these Ninfas margaritas courtesy to my boy Xavier, who went out there, who's off camera right now, but he's spectating from the side like a little publicist. I love it. I fucking love it. I'm going to get me an assistant that does the same shit.
The best.
When
the
I go,
best
yes. Okay. How long have you been married?
I was going to bring the whole bar and have them make us drinks and stuff.
Okay. It ain't nothing. We could do it.
We're going on 8 years.
I love that.
8 years.
A lot of gay relationships don't last. They don't fucking last.
Because of Grindr.
What Grindr? And listen, we're some hoes. I'm not even gonna lie. Yeah. Okay. We
Facebook.
No. I
3
can't.
a.m. texting. Hey.
Listen, no. But I'm past those days. You can't be texting me no fucking 3 o'clock in the morning. No. I'm in bed by 10. Okay. 10 to late. That's late for me. Okay.
Sir.
I used to have the side piece that would hit me up. Fucking 2 in the morning. I'd have to go pick his ass up in North Waco. He was straight.
Yeah.
He was straight. I had to go pick him up in North Waco. It'd be fucking 3:30 in the morning. Take him back home.
Those are the worst. You have to pick up and take home.
You have to take back home.
No,
it'd be 5 in the morning.
Take your pants off. We're doing it right here in the car.
I would set up Uber.
I ain't spending.
But back in the day, we didn't really have Uber like that. You know what I mean? So I had to go pick his ass up, and I was like, "Damn, you're not gonna give me no gas money, nothing." Shit.
So you're the girl, and you still have to pay for it? No, honey.
Okay, but you know what?
You're doing it wrong.
I said it. I went on a date recently. How about that? Where he paid. I was like, I was getting out the wallet. He goes, "No, it's on me." I said,
wow.
"Bitch, for real?" There's a new standard. And you want to know what? I fuck with that show, My 600-Pound Life. If
Me too.
Okay,
Do you know that's my favorite show? He's like, "Why are you watching that?"
It's disgusting.
Like
it's disgusting.
Yes.
Yeah. But you want to know what? All them hoes got fucking husbands. And if you're not putting me on the patio, washing my ass with the fucking hose connected to the washing machine, and that bitch is on full cycle, and you're not washing my ass on the patio, we can't fuck with each other. That's it. I'm done.
I just got done watching an episode of My 600-Pound Life, and the bitch was like, "Oh, I was in the Persian Pacific, wherever the hell," and then these, people love that. There's guys that love 600-pound women.
They sure do.
I'm like, do I need to get 600 pounds? So
I guess you're married.
Travel around the world.
Okay.
I think it's the benefits.
Yeah, the benefits.
Well, I mean, how much could a benefit?
Oh, because they get all that
monthly
disability money.
So they get the man that doesn't work.
Bro, okay, well, let me go put some weight on real quick.
Yes.
I don't give a fuck no more.
I've already got it put on.
Listen, I've lost a lot of weight since
I see you.
okay? I work out 5 days a week, even broken foot and everything, upper body. Don't fuck with me. All right? Listen.
The jaw don't count, honey. I see that facial structure changing.
Well, you know what? My panza too, though. It's gone down. I can wear extra large shirts. What's
there
up?
You go.
I'm so fucking proud. I'm not going to lie. Shout out Soccer Academy.
It
started there.
Tell you when we saw you.
I see
Oh,
you.
thank
There,
you.
like, oh, yeah, he's lost a lot of weight. He's looking
I appreciate
good.
that, guy.
Compared to this picture right there, the public.
Yeah,
event.
I gotta get a new one. I do.
Yes,
I'm working on it. Okay, guys, one thing at a time. You know. Okay, so the last time I saw you guys was last year for my birthday because you guys have a party bus. Correct. Okay, so we rented out a party bus.
Empire Party Bus.
There you go. Shout out Empire
LLC.
Party Bus.
Yes.
You guys, if you've never done it, you have. It's it's very affordable. If you have had all the people chip in what they need to chip in, they drove us to the restaurant in Dallas. You even sat down and had dinner with us, which is really nice, and it was a really fun experience.
It was nice.
Yeah, I really did enjoy that.
I've never been to one of those restaurants before. That was my first time.
Shout out to it was Rodizio's.
Yeah, but it's closed now because we tried to go a while back and it was closed.
It was closed. Okay, yeah. They're like a Texas to Brazil. I thought they were better. They were. Yeah, they were amazing. And I'm really happy that we got to do that. What's the most annoying misconception about you growing up gay? Like, did you ever get like some shit that you just like hated that people asked you?
No, it's so weird because I was never nobody ever asked me anything about.
Really?
Yeah, I was more like. I'm quiet. Like
Okay.
I didn't have a lot of friends. I had a lot of friends, but I really didn't have a lot of friends because I'm not the type of person that has the friends and then I'm just with them all the time.
Okay, got you.
Like if I have a friend like you're my good friend, but I'll see you like
we see each other once in a while.
Once in a while.
But we're busy too.
Correct, we're busy.
We're busy, yeah.
I've been like that all my life. And
I got you.
Growing up, I worked in construction with my dad.
Okay.
So I was always out of town, so I was all the construction workers.
I'm trying to get me a job in construction too. Okay,
we would go out of town for months at a time, and I'd be stuck in an apartment with like 5-6 guys.
Yes.
I'd be like, if I just took it all off right here and put myself on the bed,
I'm in. Like, don't fuck with me, okay? Hey,
I would go to sleep. I would go to sleep
okay?
and be like, whose bed am I sleeping in tonight? Because when you're working with these construction guys, you share beds. right next to it. I've had guys.
Bro, they're on Grindr.
Yes.
They're on. When I had the Grindr, I don't have it no more. Okay, but
it's always the construction guys.
I'm at the Best Western and shit, bitch. Okay,
Bitch, the
that's
Best
around the
Western?
corner. All right.
What are you, electrician?
So that means you can host.
Yeah.
Right? I'm in town and they go on the fucking Grindr, Xavier.
You're telling me to go on Grindr. You're sitting right here.
No. I'm not saying go on Grindr.
I don't
I'm
have
saying
Grindr.
no. But I don't either.
Well, I
no more.
probably used to have it, but I don't have it anymore.
I don't either.
Like you got me lying on your shit. I'm just
No,
playing. No,
honestly,
I'm just playing.
I was very open about when I had Grindr for the weekend. It was not too long. It was probably a couple months
when
ago.
you're drunk and you have nothing else
I
to
had
do.
nothing.
You're like,
I had a free.
Grindr.
I had just. I think
Facebook
I just.
is boring.
No, I was okay. The radio career was ending. I had a whole weekend to myself. I didn't have to record or nothing, and I was like, I want to be a little flirtatious, you know. And I did. I created that Grindr, and they're fucking brave. They go on there with their fucking uniforms.
Yes,
they do, and I love it. Ooh,
Yes.
I'm like, oh shit.
I've seen it.
I kicked my boot.
Well, now because there's more ways to play. You know, before there used to not be ways to play. Like I said, you'd have to get the number off the newspaper, be on the payphone, talk about, come pick me up.
He's over here talking about one fucking number you call.
I don't know. You know, I tell you, I've been a hoe all my life.
Yeah, I got you.
Just a hoe.
You know what? I didn't lose my
I'm not a
virginity
hoe.
until I was like 24, though.
This is looking bad for my business.
No, it's not.
I'm very respectful.
Yeah, you know what? Don't let it, because you are the shit at what you do. Okay?
Before anything, let me give a shout out. Can I give a shout out to
good,
my
yes. Before
employees?
we
Because
continue, go ahead.
without my employees, I would be nothing. I have Yesenia Martinez, Mabel, Patlan, Leslie Patlan, her mom, Eula. Francisco helps me a lot.
Yeah.
I just, Olga Lares, Olga.
Yeah.
You know, without the employees, you'd be
That's
nothing.
good.
So
yeah.
I just want
I'm
to
happy
say
to
thank
hear you say that. Yeah. A lot of business, maybe not business owners, but a lot of bosses maybe underappreciate their employees.
Yeah.
So to
It takes.
speak.
I appreciate my employees a lot.
Yeah.
It takes a lot of work, especially decorating.
Absolutely.
It's a lot of work.
Baby, I'm sure. Okay.
Especially, you know, when you're doing parties for 300 to 600 people.
Right.
Oh, I get a headache.
But you have a good team that helps you out.
Yeah,
I got you for sure. You know what I always hated, just to go back to this, because I just really wanted to share this. You know what I always hated growing up gay is when people asked me if I was gay.
Oh, I
And to
hate
this
that.
day, like, are you gay? I hate that
Like
fucking
Juan Gabriel
question.
said, lo que se ve no se pregunta. Like, yeah.
That's what
But
what's
you
his name
can't
said.
tell. I mean, if you have to ask,
Right.
then you need to, you know, if you have
Right.
to ask, then you know I.
And
I'm
it's-
like, why are you asking? What do you want?
Yeah. Well, you
You
know,
have to tell them.
just say no.
No, I said.
I say no now. I say
what
no.
closet do you want to meet in?
You're a woman.
We have to give Javier the microphone.
You're a woman with a boy.
A
Boy pussy. Oh my goodness.
He
Oh my goodness.
said, if you guys didn't hear him on camera, he said, I'm a woman with a boy pussy.
Oh my goodness.
The gays are nasty.
The gays are
Okay,
nasty.
so I'm taking a break from the gay talk and shit, because now my straights have completely tuned out.
Yeah, they tuned out. They're like,
They're
this is
fuck
too
this. This
rough
is gay
for
as
us.
fuck.
Like,
The girls taking notes.
yeah, all the straight people change the channel before we start mentioning names.
They
Okay?
said, fuck that shit. You know, hey, let's talk about becoming your own boss. So it was FNX Designs, okay?
Correct.
What gave you the inspiration to quit your full-time job? Because you were working at places like Trujillo's and stuff like that. Shout out to them.
Correct.
And so what made you say, you know, I'm not going to do this no more. I'm going to start my own shit.
Well, like I said, at first I started working in construction. I can build you a house from the floor up. Okay, I can. It's so funny because they're like, you do construction too? Yeah, I can do everything:
Yeah.
plumbing, electrical work, framing,
Oh,
everything.
shit.
I can do
Okay.
it all. But
Not me.
I got tired of doing that because
Yeah.
I was so burnt out.
Right.
Like I think I started like at 15.
Okay.
15 years old, and I started going out of town with my dad and my cousins and uncles, and just worked. you
Right,
know,
for sure.
for a long time. So I got tired of that. I got into the restaurant business. My first job here in Waco was at El Tapatíos. It used to be on New Road. They now it's Abuelitas. I don't know if I can say names.
No,
or
yeah,
not,
you
but
sure can. Yeah,
then
yeah.
From there, I moved to. Shout out to Abuelitas. Yeah. Love
They
their
are
food.
good. They are good.
From Abuelitas, I moved to Don Carlos. I was there for a couple of, I don't even remember how long I was over there. Because you know why? Because I started at Trujillo's on the Circle. Oh, I love Trujillo's on the
Yeah.
Circle. I'm sorry. There's just so, a lot of people don't even know they're there still, you know?
Really?
Like, it's so crazy.
Right.
But I started from, when I left the construction business, I went to El Tapatíos that was on New Road.
Okay.
And then from there, I went to Don Carlos.
Right, right.
And then from Don Carlos, I ended up at Trujillo's.
Oh, okay.
But during all this time, I used to do baby showers, small parties,
Right,
just small
right.
stuff, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
And then, and I've always loved to decorate.
Yeah.
So it's just something that I just started, you know, either I'm going to work in the restaurant
Yeah.
forever and just Because it was.
Well, you have to take the leap of faith.
Yeah.
I have a lot of guests come on and they talk about that, and they've encouraged me to do the same thing.
You got to give it all up. You have to give it all up.
I'm still nervous. I love my full-time job. I have to say, they're very supportive.
But you have to give it all up.
Yeah,
you just got to let it go, and if it works, it works. If not, like they say, you have to hit rock bottom before you can go back up.
That's true.
That's what I did, and I just started doing it full time.
I wanted to ask you, do you think that maybe you were do you still get underestimated because you have a big construction background, you did construction for a long time, but do you think that because people think that you're gay, he can't do shit like that? Have you ever been doubted for something like that?
Sometimes.
Okay.
I guess nowadays, I was lucky. I had a good dad, a good mom, and they taught me everything.
That's good.
My mom had restaurants. My mom used to clean buildings. She had her own cleaning company. She used to do big hotels like the Hilton.
Yeah.
And my dad, he's worked in construction all his life. So I was taught at a young age, say, you're going to make the money one way or another. You're going to go out there and work. So
yeah, for sure.
I've always busted my ass. If there's no work, I'll find where to. Work. Yeah.
I really like hearing that. Are your parents from Mexico? Or they're from?
My mom's from Victoria, Texas.
Okay.
My dad's from Mexico, San Luis Potosí. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I got parents from that town. Yeah. Remember my best friends, Jaime and Lupita? Mm-hmm. I talk about it in every episode. Yeah. Okay. I went over there and was acting a whole ass. And they weren't ready. Jaime did not fucking warn them. He did not say. And this is bringing me to my point. I will say that the beginning of our friendship maybe was because I was gay. He's straight. You guys met him.
Some people are uncomfortable.
Some people are uncomfortable at first. They are, and I don't think that he was necessarily uncomfortable, but there were people judging us. Correct. Because you start assuming that they're sleeping with each other, and we never.
Correct.
You know what I mean?
People start staring, and you're like,
yeah. And so
you would think that by this time people wouldn't care anymore.
Well, no, and he was very open with the fact that from his town especially, like he showed me his wedding video, and there were people there like kind of mocking me. I wasn't offended by it. I knew that I was extra as fuck.
You're always going to have that one person mocking you. And it's always the women. I don't know why. Goddamn Mexican women are the worst.
But where they're from in San Luis, Damian, it's a very small pueblo town. So they were not ready for Andrew G at all. Okay. He did not warn them. All right. But I will say his family was very welcoming. Like his mom, his sisters, his dad, all of them. They were like, oh, we love you. We've heard so much about you. But the other people in town, they were like, who the fuck is this? They're like, where the hell are you?
It's always the people stuck in their ways.
It is, and that's okay too, though. But I have to say, and that's why he's my brother to this day, because he never let the gimmicks affect our friendship. You know what I mean? Like there was a lot of people that were always like, there were rumors spread about us too back in the day. You know what I mean? And we both knew it wasn't true. And
especially since he's straight, and there's always going to be rumors.
Yeah, exactly.
Like
and I hated that. I hated that so much. I hated that so much, and I was nervous about what his wife would think of me. And I love Lupita. Me and her are good friends. You guys met Lupita,
especially when you meet the husband first, and then you get introduced to the wife.
And like, she loves me from the minute we met. You know what I mean? And those are my Jaime. Big shout out to Jaime and Lupita. I love those two. Fucking love those two. They've always stood by my side for everything, no matter what rumors, nothing like that. It doesn't happen now, but back in the day it did. It was fucking annoying. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck you, bitch. Okay. More.
It happens.
It happens. Have you experienced something like that? Do you have a lot of straight friends? Or
one time we did a wedding, and this is true because he could tell you. We were working the bar one night.
Okay.
And one of the people at one of the tables, I showed up. I had to leave to go pick something up, and when I showed up, he was talking to a guy at the bar. I'm like, talking to a guy at the bar. Well, this guy's been coming to the bar all night long, and you're pretty friendly, Okay.
Was it a grinder hookup?
Yeah. So his wife comes to the bar and slaps this guy.
Slaps
Javier? Not Javier, but her husband.
Oh, the husband.
You remember? And takes him to the table.
Oh,
and
wow.
The husband. So it was the daughter and the guy. I guess they were married, right?
Okay.
So the guy was coming up to the bar, and usually the guys are always friendly. It's always the women that feel, I guess they're insecure of themselves or something.
Okay.
So she was pissed off that he kept going to the bar and was real friendly with Francisco.
Yeah.
Shit.
I wish we could have him on camera. He doesn't want to be on camera.
So she comes, slaps him, and pulls him back to the table.
Okay.
And her mom and her dad were sitting at the table, and her mom was talking shit all night long, like, pinches maricones.
Wow.
And I'm like, well, your husband sure likes to come up here and leave us some fat tips. So, I mean, if your husband doesn't have a problem with it, and your daughter's husband doesn't have a problem, why do you have a problem? It's not like I'm going to jump over the bar and suck his dick under the table.
Damn, bitch.
I'm like,
and if I did, he remember that shit.
I'm just serving him a fucking tequila.
He'll leave you that night. All right, bitch, don't play with me.
Do you know she took him home and came back by herself?
Oh, no.
Yes.
He probably got on Grindr.
Right? She took him home. And,
Yeah.
And she came back.
Okay.
And we're sitting there just watching. Like, why are people like that?
Okay.
We're just fucking working.
I have to say, I have never had that from the women. I always get that from the dudes. The dudes sometimes are very standoffish with me, but those are the same
what kind
dudes.
of dudes do you hang around
Well, no, not that I hang out, but the guys that have done that with me, it'd be 2 months later they're in my DMs. I love it.
All the time.
Yeah, it's always the ones that are real defensive
I'm sorry,
first,
women, but it's always the straight guys, and it's always.
I love it. Listen,
If your man says he's drinking with his cousins, girl, you better follow him because he ain't with his primos. He's not with his primos.
He's with this primo.
He's with this primo.
No, you know what?
Not this one because I don't do that anymore. I'm a good boy.
Well,
now.
you're married now.
Yeah.
Why you're married now?
Yeah, we're married.
No, listen, you know what? Not for nothing because like I've said it on this show. I prefer straight men. Like in bed. Now, don't get me wrong. The gay guy that I had a date with, he's cool as fuck.
Bye. Don't bother me anymore.
There's something about being somebody's dirty little secret that is a fucking turn on for me. I am. I'm a big slut. I don't know what it is. You know. Now I've said it before. Allison, we might have to put the disclaimer. I promote the fuck out of safe sex. Ain't nobody shooting at this club. Prep nothing. All right, like get you a fucking rubber too for you because okay, and we do that. I will say that as flirtatious as I promote myself to be on this show, I do not have unsafe sex. Like I can't.
You see that movie that just came out?
Which one?
The lady looking in the window from the window or whatever the hell it's called.
No,
that's me. I'm gonna wake up tomorrow and be like, what the hell was I talking about on this show? Like, I don't remember
no,
anything.
this is so fun. I needed this. Thank you so much for coming. Okay, back to your event coordination. How do we go from talking to?
You're dirty. You just start talking shit.
I don't give a fuck. You know I don't give a fuck. Y'all knew that. Okay, that's why I love y'all because y'all fuck with it. All right.
We love you.
Okay, one more thing. Is it just me or do us as gays have an issue getting along with each other? I don't have too many gay friends. I don't.
I don't have an issue getting along with anybody.
Okay.
I don't know. Let him explain that more to you because he's the one that's always fighting with people.
Are you?
His fights
But
with
he
his
doesn't
gay
want to be
friends
on
all the time.
camera.
Well, like it goes back to the point where I tell you, I have friends. Like
Okay.
like he likes to say, you don't have friends, you have acquaintances, which is true because you see these people every once in a while.
Okay.
So I don't really fight with anybody because
not necessarily that we fight though, but I always felt like a lot of gay people felt like they
hate
were
on each other.
Well, they hate on each other. Like they were in competition with me and shit like that. I'm like, but like for what? Like we can sleep with each other. That's cool.
You know, one time we went to this gay bar and it's still it's I don't know why it bothers me in the back of my head. People who have stuff, you know, they think so much of themselves sometimes, and they really don't have anything. And one time we went to this club in Dallas, and we were waiting for an Uber, and we take Uber because I don't want to drive my new truck and wreck it, or you know, drive our new cars and wreck it. You know?
For sure.
New car, like I say. But we were sitting in this club, and we were standing next to a BMW. And these little gay guys get out of the car. Don't touch my car. They start talking shit. I was like, bitch, I can have 2 of those cars.
Okay, bitch,
so we get in the Uber. We get in the Uber. And they start talking shit. Oh, you're driving Uber. So yeah, bitch, because I don't want to wreck my car because I'm a drunk. Okay, it's not because I can't have a BMW, but
why it has to be like that though? That's what I don't understand.
There's not.
Do you think
not all gay people?
No,
are
they're
like
not.
that.
They're not.
It's just. I guess I want to say it's the new gays that are like that.
Okay.
Well, there's a lot of older gays.
I don't know because so there's one. I'm not going to say his name on the show because I don't want to reignite an old because we are.
They're called NGs. No, you know you're always going to have there's always going to be somebody that's going to hate on you.
Well, okay, so there was this one guy who I'm actually really good friends with now, but I felt like the beginning.
So good.
This is delicious.
Thank you, Nympha, so
I felt
much.
like the beginning of our friendship was very like he was standoffish with me, and I did have a little like crush on him, but we're cool as fuck now. But it seemed like every little thing like ticked him off, and you know we never really had the conversation, but I appreciate him as a friend now. But I definitely felt like in the beginning, like why are we at each other's throats like this? It makes no sense. Do you know what I mean?
Well, you got that animosity, and you got that where you know you're trying to be better than the other one, and then I guess it just goes back and forth.
No, I think it was a territorial thing in this particular instance. You know what I mean? Like
honey, territorial in Waco, there's no such thing in Waco. There's no such thing in
I got
Waco
you. No,
as
but
territorial.
I will say we are the very good friends today, so it's good. Yeah, he needs the mic. Get on the mic. Get on the mic. Javier, because they can't hear you. They can't hear you.
People are like women.
Gay people are like women. They hate each other. That's what this is, Javier.
You're competing.
Okay.
It's a competition.
There's only so many good men in Waco. All the rest are either drug. crackheads. They don't got a job.
Okay.
Or you know, they're those type of guys.
Well, you know what?
It is
what it
good
is.
guys in Waco.
I will say that I have more straight friends than I do gay friends, but it would be nice to have a gay.
They
Yeah.
hate each other and they don't have any.
You have to get on the mic. We can't hear you.
They have gay
Give him the
friends.
mic.
They have.
Let me
straight
pull this
friends.
mic over here.
Go ahead.
You know, it's nowadays it's so different.
Yeah, for sure.
Because women hate each other.
Okay.
Stretch that.
And gay people are the same way, you think? It's not- okay.
No, I don't know.
Yeah.
Don't take my opinions.
Yeah,
They're just
turn
my
your mic
opinions.
around. Yeah, you're good.
Where's Mike at so he can put it in my face again? He's like,
No, you're good like that. You're good. Okay, hey, let's talk about coordinating your events. Can you talk to us a little bit about what goes into coordinating? Because your events, like, I feel like you as an event coordinator, that's fair to say, right? That's
well, yes.
Okay.
It goes with all event decorators. I mean, it takes a lot of work. I mean, people think that we're coming to you and we're just giving you this much money and that's it. But really, there's planning. Okay. There's linens. You have to iron all this here. I'm not a big company like these other big companies in Waco, so we do everything ourselves. You know, we iron, we coordinate. You know, colors. I make the arrangements, the centerpieces. There's a lot of work behind the doors that you don't see when you come to us. I mean, because it's easy for you to just go say, I want a birthday party and I want this. And then you just give me your money and you leave. Yeah, that's it. You know, I'm the one that's stuck with, okay, it's this many tables. I need this. I need this.
I was going to say, are you behind the creativity or is it usually the client? Do they tell you like what kind of theme they want and stuff like that, or do you just put it together?
I try to tell the client to let me do it myself. Okay. Because sometimes the client's ideas doesn't really work. Right. And you know, we get these clients that come in here with Pinterest and they show you these fucking $100,000 weddings from Saudi Arabia. I want this. Yeah, honey, but you want me to do that for how much? I'm like, no, that's not gonna work. Let me bring you down.
Flying in the camel and shit.
Well, they want to fucking fly in the camel and shit. Okay. They see these
and you got a $10,000 budget?
Yeah, and no, they got like a $2,000 budget. Oh, no, and then they bust out with the famous, well, the lady next over here is going to do it for $1,000. Okay. Honey, when you go with that lady over there, because she comes rinse her shit from me, and I know damn well that she doesn't have that shit to do it, okay? And you get them people all the time. And I said, and it happens all the time. Like, these people go, well, so-and-so's going to do it for $1,500. Okay. And I said, well, honey, if so-and-so's got to come rent $3,000 worth of shit from me, she ain't doing it for $1,500. I can guarantee you that. For sure. But they're determined, and then when they do their, you know, then they you know, okay. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not the best out there, but I try my best. You know?
I feel like you put your all into it. Your whole thing is a production.
Sometimes you know, sometimes things don't work out the way you want it. Okay. But hey, that's you know, it's
for sure.
It's you know, but you got a nice event. I mean, you're not going to tell me that something was, you know, maybe one little thing was wrong or I forgot one arrangement. But shit, you got a fucking $20,000 event for like half that, you know.
So do you get a lot of people more often than not that come to you with these bizarre ideas and don't have like a lot of like budget?
How
do you work with it?
I get people that come to me with like $800 and they want like a $20,000 wedding. I'm like, no, honey, that's not gonna.
That's just not gonna work.
That's gonna get you like.
That's gonna get you the cameraman.
The table, the chair covers only. That's the chair covers. That's not even gonna. And that's me renting them to you. I'm not even gonna put them on. You come pick that shit up. Look, I'm not gonna say any names, but I'm pretty cheap compared to other companies. There's big companies here in Waco that charge $60 for a goddamn tablecloth. When I charge way less. I charge $10 compared to $60.
And you iron it.
And I iron that shit by hand. And there's companies that charge $100 for a centerpiece. I don't charge $100 for a centerpiece. Okay. And I figure I come back and I think to myself, how the hell are these companies staying in business when they don't even want to pay me? Right. Yeah, they rather go to the lady on another street and pay like $1,000.
I don't want that bitch in my DMs now.
and then they come to me to rent the shit out. It's getting to the point to where I say, you know what, send the customer to me because I'm going to charge you full price. I'm not going to give you. And then they're like, oh, can we get a discount? No discount.
What? Well, who asks you for a discount?
I can't give you a name.
Okay, but why do they have the audacity to ask you for? You know, what goes around a lot is that you should support local businesses at their full price.
Support your local business. I don't care what it is, but you know, right now with COVID, it's so hard. Do you know we closed our salon on Franklin?
Oh wow. Okay.
We were there for 7 years. With COVID.
Oh, so you're not there no more?
No. This past in November.
Okay.
December. We closed it in December.
Right.
We're still in business.
We're still in business. I'm
Okay.
full business.
You just don't have the little business.
We just don't have the location. You know, I was
you.
paying like I could have bought 3 houses and paying what I'm paying for the rent.
Oh wow, really?
Waco rent is just ridiculous.
That's crazy right
in
now. Okay.
Waco, but we're
So are you
looking
working
for a
at a-
building to buy.
Okay,
maybe,
got you.
You know, and what I'm paying it would be half what I was paying.
Okay, I was gonna say. So, how did that affect
But
you? Because I
support
was
local
wondering.
business because
No, for sure.
it hurts when somebody comes to you. They'll go out and buy. You know, I hear it all the time. Oh, so and so's coming to the concert ticket. You're gonna spend $500, $1,000 to go see somebody who's not gonna give you anything.
Yeah.
But you don't want to support your cousin, your brother, your uncle.
Okay, got you.
You know.
I have taken a different perspective in supporting local businesses since I started the public affair. Because before I started the show, I'm not gonna lie, I was like, "What's the big deal?" Now I fucking
You
get
see
it.
it, and
I get it
especially
now.
when they come to you like,
I get it
can
now.
you give me a
Yeah.
ad on your show for this much? You're like, I can't do it.
Well, you know, now I don't even ask. Like, so sometimes my sponsors will give me something for like free or something. Like sometimes Fat Boy will give me like a tray for free, and I'm like, no, like let me
but
pay
what's
you.
a tray gonna give you?
Yeah, well, no,
I mean, no offense, but
no,
I'm
I mean,
saying,
like he won't let me pay him, is what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I'm like, well, let me pay you, like, and he's like, no, because you know, you do such a good job promoting
Yeah.
for me. So in a way, like, he's okay with it, but I feel bad because I'm like, I really
don't
want
wanna
to do
take
what I
anything
can
from him, you wanna
exactly.
support him. Yeah,
you know what
that's
I
what
mean?
you wanna try to support your-
Shout out to Junior Banda, Fat Boy, Michelin Botan. I love.
There's
them.
a lot of small
Delicious.
businesses and small decorators in
Yeah.
Waco that are very good. You know,
Okay.
and they come and they rent from me and I rent from them. We go back and forth with each other.
Right.
And you know, you help each other out when you're a small business because
Right.
it's these big businesses. Like I said, there's these big companies are renting stuff for like a tablecloth for $60 when I rent it for like way less than that. And it freaks me out when they come and they bring me this, hey, can I get a quote from you? And I'm like, okay, this is this. Well, this person sent me this quote, and I look at their paper from this big company in Waco. I'm like, oh shit. Well, I need to start charging more.
Okay.
That makes me rethink my prices.
Yeah.
But then you want to raise your prices, and then they don't want to pay you.
I have to say the prices for my ads on this show, I'd say I'm pretty affordable. That's because I worked in radio and sold ads for them as well.
Oh, yeah.
That's just expensive.
You know they're expensive.
They're expensive, and I did not think that this podcast was where I should be charging thousands of dollars for ad like that. I don't do that. I'm not going to do that. I'm not even about to.
Not
do that
yet,
to you.
at least.
Not yet.
Once you get up there like Howard Stern,
You know,
then you're gonna
okay,
be,
then we're talking.
okay,
You know,
then
like
we're talking.
if Nike and Subway want to do something, it's going to be in the Minis, Nike and Subway. You know what I mean?
Nike.
But for the local business, I really try to. And you know, when I talk to my sponsors, like, "Are you okay with the price? How does that sound?" They're like, "Oh, this is fucking great. We love it." You know what I mean? And they're very grateful because it's affordable for them. And they're not making millions of dollars like you know some big
And I'm not
corporation.
either.
You know?
Some people come to me, they think that I'm making a lot of money, but
Well, no.
you're not. You're really not.
Right. Were you nervous when you had to close down for COVID? I mean, because you don't have the business now, so is everything kind of just out of your garage, or how's that working?
I was never nervous when we closed down because the customers already know me. I've been doing this for a long time. A lot of our clients are repeat customers. I've done their baby showers, their first birthdays, their third birthdays, their fifth birthdays, their quinceañeras. I've done the quinceañeras, and then she gets pregnant. I've done the quinceañeras baby shower. You know?
Oh, shit.
I've had that before.
Yeah,
happen,
for sure.
You know? So a lot of my business is repeat. So even though we closed down, you know, to be honest with you, I'm getting more business right now.
Oh, good. Okay. And it's probably more affordable because you're not paying several $1,000s.
I'm not paying several $1,000s for a building that's not mine.
Yeah, I got you. Hey, so just to clarify, you're not LCI Waco is not shut
That
down.
margarita.
It's just we're
We're not shut down. We're just not in that location anymore, but we're still in business.
So they can still contact you. How do we contact you to get events set up?
Facebook, my phone number. Yeah, I mean, we're
at LCI Events.
You know, I had this one lady. I mean, not to put any names.
No.
On Facebook, try to knock our business down.
Oh no!
And it's so weird because then she mentioned, and he works out of Facebook. Well, I never told you. You know, I'm not a corporation. I'm not going to work out of. You know, I don't know what she was expecting, but you got everything you wanted.
Why would she even spend the energy to do that?
You know that in November or October, I don't remember. Was it October? Or November, I got COVID.
Yeah.
Okay, I was real sick, Andrew. I couldn't even breathe. Like, I was like
wow. Okay.
And I was so bad, but I couldn't go to the hospital because I had 4 quinceañeras and I had a wedding on Sunday.
Okay, gotcha.
So I had 5 events in one weekend, guys.
Oh, wow.
And each event was like 400 people, 300 people.
Oh yeah.
These are big events. So I was working my ass off all week long. We did 3 events on Saturday and I did 2 events on Sunday. And I didn't go to the hospital because like if I go to the hospital, they're going to want to put me in there for like a week.
Yeah.
So I waited till all the events were through. I was terrible. Like the employees were like, you need to go to the emergency room. I'm like, I can't go to the emergency room.
Now you did not know that
I
you
need
had
to finish.
COVID.
No, I knew I had COVID because I was fucking dying.
Oh, gotcha.
So, but I guess you know what helped me was the fact that I was working every day and I had to get these events done.
Right.
So that Monday I went to the hospital and I was there for like a whole week. So they were told about, their deposits and stuff like that. Right. I'm in the hospital, I mean, I can't even die in peace, let me fucking die in peace. So she got, kind of offended because, I didn't respond to her as the way she wanted me to be like, right. I'm not,
Right.
So she made this post on Facebook about our business and we work out of Facebook. I mean, okay, a lot of people work off of Facebook. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm a small business. I'm not a huge business. I'm not going to make $100,000 commercials to tell you that, so I don't understand what some people expect from you.
I'm glad that you brought that up. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
I'm glad, because you know what? Like, I'll announce my next guest. I actually had somebody be like, when are you going to get somebody that we all know? And I'm like, I'm not interviewing motherfucking Beyonce and shit.
Yeah,
I'm in Waco. You know what I mean? Like, cut me some fucking slack around here.
Yeah,
no, I can't wait to get Frankie J on the podcast.
But let me tell you, I've worked out of Facebook since I've started and I've never had any problems.
Oh, okay.
I work out of my house. I work out of Facebook. I worked out of our business that we had for 7 years.
You're a hustler. Yeah. I can never take that away from you. Xavier, as long as I've known him, I've seen you get on your hands and knees, get dirty, put that shit together. Like, you don't play no fucking games.
I'm out there selling toys on the weekends at the quinceañeras.
Not like that.
No. My organization that I used to work for, we were based and our network was part of Facebook.
Yeah.
TikTok.
And he's an HR representative.
Okay.
They work on Facebook.
So, honestly, her comment was like relevant.
It wasn't relevant.
What a fucking bitch. Yeah. But like, so how do you stay above the fray when it comes to things like that?
I don't worry about it.
Okay.
Like I said, we get a lot of repeat customers.
Yeah, for sure.
You're always gonna have a complaint with. I can go to Burger King and my burger's wrong, and I'm not gonna bitch about it. I mean,
right. Like your first reaction is not to go on social media and be like,
fuck Burger King with fucking no pickle. Yeah, I mean, even if I did it, I'm not gonna.
I like I said, I've taken a different perspective.
It gets to I get customers to come, like I told you, that they get pissed off because my prices are so high, and they leave. Hey, you leave, 2 more are going to come right behind you. So it doesn't really hurt my business. It's not going to, and not to sound cocky or anything.
Okay, I got you.
But I'm not going to lose sleep because you want to be a bitch about it.
I was going to say, do you have like difficult customers that you work with more often than not?
Oh, yes.
Let's talk about it.
A lot of difficult customers.
Yeah, you're good. The margaritas.
Yeah, it's just you get customers. Bridezillas. You get bridezillas.
Yeah, I was gonna say, do you get a lot of spoiled teen brats too? Like,
oh my goodness, you get the girls are the worst.
Really?
We used to sell dresses, and that's why we stopped selling dresses because for every little thing they want to bitch about it. Oh, excuse me, that margarita got to. They want to bitch about everything, but it's like with everything.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, you can't make somebody happy 100% all the time.
Okay, I got you.
You're always going to have that one person and they're already pissed off about something else, so they're just going to find every little thing about what you've done to bitch about.
Or
give him the mic. You have to talk on the mic.
Remember different stories going back. That's a
it's a
question.
Yeah.
When they showed you a picture
on the weekend,
and the daughter was like 200 pounds, and they wanted the girl to look exactly.
It goes back to the goddamn Pinterest. You get these women, and you get girls. They're like, a lot of makeup artists go through that shit. Oh, I want to look like this picture, and then, honey, but you don't got the facial. I'm not gonna make you look like Beyonce. You don't got the bone structure, and they get so mad. Like, well, the dress doesn't look like this on me, or my makeup didn't come out right. It doesn't look like. Well, look, you got one eye up here, and the other eye's down here. I'm like, you're not gonna look like Beyonce or Jennifer Lopez. Okay. Be happy with who you are and what you get.
Yeah, for sure.
Because that's what you pay for.
The dress on the picture was extra small.
Or the dress in the picture is extra small, and you get a lady with no titties, and you come over here, and she expects you to. The dress doesn't look like this. Well, honey, she's got cleavage, and you don't.
Yeah, for sure.
You're not gonna look. She's got an ass, and you don't. You know.
How do you keep your mouth shut? How do you?
I don't. I tell them. I tell them. You know why? Because it's better to be honest with them. Yeah. And sometimes they get so pissed off that you're honest with them. I said, well, honey, I'm not going to lie to you.
Okay.
If the dress doesn't fit you because your titties aren't big enough, it's not. This is the dress you wanted. This is what you're going to get. It's not my fault if you don't have the ass and the titties to fit.
I don't know what to tell you.
It's the same thing with the decorations. You're coming to me because you only got $3,000 in your pocket. I'm trying to work with you.
Okay.
I'm not going to give you more of my product because you can't afford it.
You having mole at this fucking quinceañera. We ain't doing
This is not Pinterest. You're not going to have a Saudi Arabian wedding with camels and shit because you can't afford that. But it's so funny because I get these people. They'll send me messages. Well, I'm having a quinceañera, and then the funny thing is Andrew, it's February. They're like, my quinceañera's in March, like 2 weeks away, and they're barely planning 2 weeks ahead. And they're like, but this is what I want, and then they send me a picture. Like, bitch, they spent like over $400,000 for this wedding. How much can you do it for? And honey, they don't even want to spend like $2,000.
Right.
I'm like,
have you had customers that said, you know what, I'm not fucking with you. Like, I'm not going to do this with you.
No, but they can leave. I'm not going to do it with you either. Yeah. I've had customers literally. I had this one lady that I didn't do her quinceañera.
Okay.
Because she got so pissed off. She came in. When COVID hit,
okay,
I took clients at my house.
Yeah.
And, because I wasn't going to do all this stuff in the office.
Yeah.
And I told them what you're going to get. I showed them the package. You got your contract. You got your paperwork. You know exactly what you're going to get in that contract. Okay. Time comes around for her to have her party. She brings all her family with her. And then she starts accusing me after they come and do the meeting. Oh, you looked ugly at my mama. And you didn't. I'm saying, first of all, your husband wasn't there. So your husband can't opinionate anything about what she said. I never said I don't look ugly to nobody. I say hi to everybody that walks in.
Yeah.
That's just the kind
she was probably just doing that to kind of get a discount.
You probably just trying to get your money back because you didn't have your quinceañera, but it's not going to work with me.
Okay.
No, you're going to pay.
Do you think it's more hard to coordinate a wedding or a quinceañera?
To me, it's already to the point where they're the same. It's the same shit. Nowadays, the weddings look like quinceañeras anyway. They don't look like weddings anymore. They're not traditional. So it's the same shit. And it's all the same shit. You're going to go and you're going to have the same decoration on the table, the same chile rojo, frijoles, arroz y beans. It's all the same shit nowadays. It's nothing different. It's the same band on the stage. I don't know. That's not... Like, I was telling a friend of mine the other day, I said, when I get married, I'm going to have fucking Intocable and shit. I'm going to have, real singers. I'm not paying for instrumentals. I'm paying you to sing. Yeah, spending so much money on a grupo.
He said the fucking weddings look like quinceañeras.
Yes.
They got the court and everything.
They got the court and everything. It's all the same now.
The fucking bullshit ass choreographer.
The same. There's some. I'm going to talk bad about people.
But as long as we ain't talking bad. We're speaking the truth. Welcome to the public affair. You're delivering.
Welcome to the public affair. Okay, your box is gonna. Hey, were you bitching? No. Were you talking about me?
You said who?
No, I didn't say
I don't have a boss. I'm the boss. Okay. If you have a problem, you call management and I ain't answering.
Okay, Nymphas, I'm gonna need you to send over 3 more.
Nymphas, this was the tea. I loved it. Oh my goodness. God, okay, we're running out of time. Real quick,
I can't believe that the time went by so
it went by. I fucking loved having you guys. This was so long overdue. I needed this episode. I loved it. And I love all my guests, but I'm just saying, to have an openly gay guy, my friends, your husbands on the show, and we just fuck with each other so heavy. And I just want to tell you guys that I really appreciate. I love you both. I do.
If you see me on Grindr, shh.
How do you find help? Because you did give a shout out to some of your employees earlier and stuff like that. Would you say that you're fostered around good teamwork and stuff?
Correct.
Yeah. How
when I'm drunk at 3 a.m., I'll hit you up in your inbox to come work for me.
Oh, is that what you do?
Yeah.
And then
no,
you
just play.
Okay.
No.
No, go ahead.
Well, the girls that have worked for us, they worked for us since we started. So
okay, gotcha.
And then they find other people that work for us when we need more people.
Okay. I got you.
Oh, Luciette Torres, too. She always helps out a lot. I forgot to mention her name because when we do the waiters, she helps out a lot.
When it comes to DJs, or you mentioned they wanted bandas, well, they find the bandas and stuff like that.
They do that. Well, we do it, everything. So if you wanted to get us for an event planner, we can do event planning, and we do everything from the cake, the food, the waiters, the venue, everything. Okay. Or you can just get us for the decorations. Or you can get us for the photo and video with Empire Photography. Or you can get the party bus with Empire Party Bus. Or you can do... it's just what you're looking for. We can do it all. We do it all.
The party bus is lit too. I can speak firsthand. That party, I loved being with you guys. I'm so happy that I called you guys that night. Oh, I was so happy. And it was in the middle of COVID too. We were scared that we were going to get canceled, but we did. We got it, and it was so much fun. I enjoyed that. That was a great birthday party, and I'm so happy that you guys got to be there. I love you both. I fucking love you both so much. How do you have... How do you have time for your personal life, Xavier? Like, you guys obviously both work hard, like often. You always. It seems like you got events all the time. Like we had to book we booked you 3 weeks ago or something like that. You said we can do February, and I was like, I bet. So how do you find time to, I guess, have a relationship? You guys have been together for 8 years. Not even that. Like
we fight a lot. We fight a lot. Just like any other couple, we're always fighting, talking shit to each other, calling each other bitch and everything. We fight. It's normal.
Yeah.
But we make time to.
Okay.
We're always fighting sometimes because business takes over. And
I was gonna say,
sometimes the bills come first because I'm not gonna live in the street.
Yeah, for sure.
But it's just life.
But do you get to maintain a personal life outside often, or you find yourself working more?
We live happy. We're not missing anything. There's nothing. We're not going hungry. As long as we keep working. When we're 60-year-old, then we can enjoy vacations and do that. Right now, it's about working. And
right now, it's about building. Your relationship inspires me. One day I'll get it.
It's about building I work so hard to try to. Like I said, if there's no money coming in and we look for a way between both of us, hey, what can we do to bring that income in? That's one way or another.
That's good. You guys know you can always lean on me if you ever need anything. I love you guys.
Me. Okay.
Yes.
Where's my microphone?
Do you know what?
I'm going to do like Selena.
Do like Selena.
The lips.
You know what? I have been trying to plan, little teaser. I've been trying to plan a public affair party. And we're going on 2 years of the show.
Well, let me know. I got the decorations.
Let's do it. Okay.
All right.
I don't know why I didn't hit you up.
I don't know why you haven't done a party for you need to do your 2-year party.
You want to know what? I was going to do a party last year. I just want it to be perfect. I don't want nobody to pay. I want to pay for everything. I want people to just come, and I don't want them to pay for nothing. I don't want it to be a cash grab. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know.
And I know that that's going to be expensive because a lot of I've had people reach out to say, oh well, we can do this and we can charge $5. I don't want nobody to pay for nothing. Yeah. I want you to just show up and have a good time. That's it. And I want to pay homage to everybody who sponsored. Yes, thank you. We're coming soon. I keep saying that, but coming soon. And it's taking a long time because I'm planning. I want it to be perfect. I want it to be perfect. I want everybody to enjoy it. I want it to be the party to rival all parties.
Well, I don't have to feed you anymore, but we can find somewhere.
No, we'll find somewhere. I know that you'll come through with LCI Waco Events. Thank you so much for coming on. What's next for you, Xavier?
I don't know yet. We'll see where God takes us.
Yes, for sure. All in God's time. Listen, you know what? Again, thank you so much for coming on to this episode of the Public Affair. No, of course, Xavier. Javier, who's not been on frame, but he's definitely put his 2 cents in. I loved it. Okay. But shout out to both of you guys for coming. Thanks again for the margaritas from Nymphas.
Like it took a whole episode to finish one
Okay,
of these.
damn. I'm definitely about to go hit up some Pee-wees. But you want to know what? And if you guys ever need, and take it from me, follow LCI Events Waco. That's what it is on Facebook, right? Follow LCI.
We don't charge for consultations. So
free consultations.
We're more than happy to do a mock-up table for you. Even if you don't get us, I'm happy just to show you what we can do for you.
I got you. Sweet. So make sure you guys follow them on Facebook, LCI Waco Events.
Correct. Xavier Guerrero.
Guerrero. Okay, got you. And
follow the link below. He better put a link.
You know what? Let me put a link in the description. Yes. Link in the description. Okay, guys. Thank you guys again so much for tuning into this episode of The Public Affair. I truly appreciate it. Hope you guys enjoyed it just as much as I did. This was a very fun episode to record, and I love recording these types of episodes. It's really great. Fun. Yes, finally somebody who understands me. Before we get going, I definitely want to give a shout out to a few more sponsors of The Public Affair. Of course, this episode is brought to you by Soco Soccer Academy with Dominic Gutierrez and Ariana Gutierrez, located on Franklin Drive. They offer team, small group, and individual skill training. They also specialize in soccer training with my boy Dominic, who's making our kids the best elite athletes ever. They also offer open play for ages 16 and older on Mondays and Wednesdays with Coach Morrow. Morrow's over there hosting the open play. Only $5 to play. Make sure you follow on Facebook at Soco Soccer Academy and on Instagram at Soco Soccer 254. Thank you guys so much for sponsoring this episode of The Public Affair. Of course, the Junior Banda with Fat Boy Michelada and Botana. Like I was telling you guys earlier, you guys need to partner. You know who you need to partner with? Fat Boy Michelada and Botana. I'm going to give you their contact after this, okay? They provide the best Michelada and Botana plates for yourself or for a party.
They do those gummy bears, right?
Yes, they do. They do the chamoy candies. Those are so good. They also have a new pickle that they're doing. Like it's a pickle with the
we have a friend that's a mechanic, Juan Sanchez, and we always go to his house. He always got that over there.
Okay. Thank you.
He gets their trays and everything.
Yes, the Botana trays are to die for. I love rolling around. They're definitely my vice. I absolutely out of my caloric deficit, but I'm in. Make sure you guys contact them on the number of your screens to place your order, get the best and not the rest. Junior Banda, thank you so much for sponsoring this episode of The Public Affair. And I can't go on without mentioning my boy Jeffrey Monreal with Pollo Box and Audio, home for all your LED needs and auto accessories. And he also does installation of stereos, door speakers, and audio systems, and specializes in building custom subwoofer enclosures and more. He's definitely a jack of all trades. Oh, and he tinted my vehicle. Beautiful tint job. Your one-stop shop to get everything done in one roof. My boy Jeffrey Monreal, thank you so much for sponsoring this episode of The Public Affair. To all you guys who tuned in, thank you guys again so much. Big thanks to my special guest, Xavier Guerrero. His husband Javier was in the background, being his little publicist, giving his little inputs. I love you guys again. Thank you so much for coming on to the show.
I'm gonna get beat up when I get home.
I get beat up. You're my 80-something episode, and I get beat up in every episode. And don't forget, darling, to always keep it between us.
This has been a Rogue Media podcast.
Are you a podcaster? Let's talk podcast hosting. Are you tired of your current podcast host? Need real support in a community that gets it? At Rogue Media Network, we offer top-tier podcast hosting services to help you thrive. From hosting and distribution to dedicated support, we've got you covered. Starting as low as $25 a month. Join our community of passionate podcasters today. Contact us at hello@roguemedianetwork.com.